Hi everyone, my name is Wanda K and I want to thank everyone for praying for Z-Man. He is feeling better. I might keep him in for a day or so to be sure that we're past the earache virus or infection or whatever it was, but I'm happy to say that my good friend GOOT saved the day yet again. I had some people ask me, what's in this stuff? What is it? And you probably already have all of the ingredients right now in your pantry at your home. It's probably sitting in your kitchen. There are only 3 ingredients to it, and I found this recipe when Z-Man was an infant and he turns 14 this year. I've used it for all sorts of things. We have fire ants here in South Carolina, and so I've had a little one be covered in fire ant bites, and this stuff really did take the sting out of those fire ant bites and bring down the redness. It's wonderful for any kind of viral or bacterial because it contains garlic, of all things, and garlic is a good broad spectrum and gentle remedy when it comes to viral and bacterial things. It's not a substitute for going to your doctor. We do use doctors, but it's wonderful to be able to have something that I can reach for and take care of things that don't involve having to go with yet another medication. When Z-Man was born, he had to have open heart surgery, a whole lot of stuff going on, lots of fun with all kinds of medical health professionals, and anything that I could do to give us one more day at home with peace and quiet was a good thing. So it wasn't a way of avoiding doctors. It was just saying, if there's something simple I can do at home that's going to take care of it, I'm going to use it. Now I'm going to share with you the recipe as it was shared to me. We had to involve a nutritionist and a whole bunch of other things when Z-Man was a baby, and this man happened to have a child with special needs, and his wife came up with this remedy, and she shared it with a lot of us a lot of moms with kids with special needs. So I'm not going to tell you that mine is the end all be all, but it is what was shared with me and it works. So I've had no reason or need to change it or fancy it up. Some people do, and you know, if something's working, I don't reinvent the wheel. That's just not my nature. I'm glad and thankful, and I'm happy to pass it along with you. What you're going to need to make this is a tablespoon and what I call a hand wand mixer. Now, you can go fancy with these things, but generally these can be had for less than $20, maybe about $15 at Walmart. I might have my prices wrong because it's been a while since I bought them. Once you get one of these, they last pretty long time, forever, unless you do like what I do and use them for other stuff too. They're a really good soap making tool, but if you use this for soap making, don't use it for food. So I have 2. I have one for soap making and one for this. 3 ingredients. You're going to mince up some garlic cloves. Now, when you get garlic from the store, it's going to have this papery stuff on it. You're going to peel that paper off, and don't worry so much about peeling the cloves. If you take this and put it on a hard flat surface, and then take the flat side of a big knife and just smash it, that paper will peel right off. It's not a problem. And I want you to mince that up finely with a knife and get 3 tablespoons worth. Put that together. Then the next part is really easy. Coconut oil. Again, 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now, some people are going to tell you to put this on a stove and heat it, and oh, please don't do that. Coconut oil has some wonderful properties. You don't want to kill the enzymes in it. Now, where I live, even in the winter, unless it gets really cold in my kitchen, while this is solid, it's not really hard. If you live in a place where it's so cold that this is hard, I would just, take it out, take the container and set it next to a heat register or a warm crock pot or something until it gets soft enough. But you do not have to put this on the stove and heat it, because if you do, that will make it so hot that you're going to end up cooking your garlic, and you don't want to do that. You want to keep the enzymes and the properties of the garlic intact and as potent as possible. This is a raw remedy, if you will. No cooking involved. And then you're going to get 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So it's 3, 3, and 3. And then I use a wide mouth mason jar because it fits my hand wand mixer, and I just blend it on high. And it forms a paste about the consistency of ketchup or so, something like that, because the ingredients are not refrigerated at this point. I run this puppy until it grinds up all of the little bits of garlic. I don't strain mine for that reason, because I run this thing until all of the garlic is emulsified in it. Now, if you find that you have little bits and pieces and globs, dig those out with a fork, it's not a problem. And then I just get a little jar like this, and I fill it, and I keep this in the refrigerator. Now, how do you use it? That's not hard either. For Z-Man's ear infection, I took some of this on a Q-tip, and I put it behind the back of his ear. And I did put it not down in the ear canal, but all around. And it's potent enough that it absorbs through the skin, and it takes care of it right away. In fact, his pain issues were pretty much settled after I did this. Probably within 30 minutes or so of application, he was pain-free. Okay? Now, it just depends on where you start, whether it works the same for you. This is a home remedy. If it doesn't help, or you've got a kid screaming in pain, oh, please, go to the doctor. Just don't be crazy. But GOOT is wonderful if you've got a kid that it's a big deal to have to always go to the doctor, and you don't want to keep having to put antibiotics after antibiotics after antibiotics. This is wonderful. Ant bites was another thing. For respiratory and congestion, we're adventurous in my household. You may not want to do what we do, but I'll put some of this on a Q-tip and I'll let it melt in my sinus cavity if I'm really got something going on. I haven't had that in a while because I take a really good probiotic. But chest congestion, rubbing it on the chest. If you've got a child that's going on and on with a lot of virus, or maybe you're talking about flu-like symptoms, whatever, rub this stuff on their feet, put socks on them, and send them to bed. It's powerful remedy, powerful stuff. Works for adults, works for kids because of the oils in it. It's hydrating and it's gentle. I've never had any problems with any kind of burning sensation or anything like that, but depending on what kind of garlic you're using, I guess that could change. So just use some common sense and use it wherever you can. Watch to see what results you get, and I'd love to hear your stories too. Feel free to comment below, and I hope GOOT helps you as much as it's helped me. You guys, I hope you'll like, comment, share, tag people, whatever, and I hope this video has been a blessing to you, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye-bye.